Hello and welcome to the first episode in a new devlog series. In this series, we're going to be making a brand new mobile app called Squatva. Now, Squatva is going to be for coaches and athletes to be able to create, share, and log workouts and see the progress over time. Now, I am super excited to get started with this, so let's just jump straight in. As you can see, we're starting right from the very start. I've created a brand new Flutter project, and I'm adding my Firebase backend to this project. Now, every other time I've done this, I've gotten some sort of error, but this time, almost suspiciously, it's worked first time. Not really sure how or what I did differently, but we'll take it. And why have I chosen Flutter? For those that don't know, Flutter is a cross-platform framework which helps users create iOS, Android, macOS, Windows, and Linux applications. It's written in the Dart language, and the reason I chose it is pretty straightforward. I have an Android device, and my girlfriend, she has an iPhone, and I just want to make an app that we can both use. Now, why did I choose Firebase as my backend? I think it's a pretty easy to use and intuitive database. It allows you to store files, host functions, and create and authenticate users. So it kind of does everything, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward to use. The first thing I like to do after getting my project set up is to start working on the authentication flow. How does the user get between the login screen and the home screen? And I'm going to follow a fairly standard workflow for me here. We're going to start off with the Material app. That's just the main app that Flutter calls whenever it runs. Within that Material app, we'll have this wrapper.dart file. And in there, I'm going to be checking the Firebase authentication to understand is a user logged in or not. If a user is logged in, then we'll go straight to the home screen. If the user's not logged in, we'll go to the login screen. And from there you can go to the register screen if you want. I think that's enough for today. Let's get this committed to GitHub, and I think that's time for dinner. It's the next day now, and it's just after 8 AM, which means I have just under an hour before I have to start work. This morning we're going to work on the user interface for the login screen. So having email, password, and then a few login through social buttons. We're going to have Apple, Google, and Facebook login buttons. That took a little longer than expected, but here we are. We have a very basic user interface for our login screen, our password recovery screen, and also our register now screen. It's pretty basic, but it's a good start. I think the next step is going to be building the back-end functionality for this, so each of our methods attached to each of our buttons. But I think that's going to be for next episode, so tune back in then to see how we get on.